Hey there guys, how's it going? Jack Reaper here. Today we're finally getting round to doing the tour of the castle. So this is one we've done the Let's Build on. We've had 6 episodes prior to this where we're doing the Let's Build. Now after the Let's Build I did build this little walled area across the front, a little bit of defensive area here, and put these out the military tab on the in the USO mod. And then I built like this little shack to the side, which is a little defensive shack. I'm going to have a guard posted in here. There they are, stood there. They've got a bed for a quick kip or whatever, what they might need. Quick kip is a sleep, a sleep in English slang. And they've got some boxes of crates and things there as well. So I'm quite happy how this turned out. Obviously the wall there at the bottom is jaggedy as it's starting to go into the sand. And then we head round here, and this was another addition. I forget about the stairs there, sorry about that, but the stairs are there so we could do a little pan view of the whole settlement later on. So this is another area that I've built after the fact of the Let's Builds, little idea that I had to put onto the back. And it's a little dock that goes down the front. Now my idea here is that Spectacle Island just over there is going to be a farming community within this playthrough, so they're going to send all the stuff over to here. They've got the cranes to lift it off the boats, and the boat's not currently here, it's over at Spectacle Island. And then up here they'll bring all the crates and the boxes, they'll unpack them off the pallets, and they'll carry them up here. They have a little place where they can eat the dinner on the daytime. This guy's just cleaning up between deliveries. And then they'll stack all the boxes up here again onto pallets, and the crane up on the castle wall will take it up and take it through them gates there at the top, the stairs again, so we can do a little pan. I don't have to go into the build menu later on. So that's what's there. And I really like this. I think this turned out really well. It was just a little idea I had and I quickly shut it down. It's only a few foundation floors leading out to the water, concrete across the front, because obviously just stronger with the water. The wood will eventually rot, which it will still in the sand, but hopefully not as fast as it rots and corrodes away. So we've got that built all around there, and then we'll come back here, quick run back round to the front, and you'll see we've put tyres and all the different things up there, but we will get up there in a moment. Now here I was thinking, before the war this will have been used as a bit of a tourist area, so they would have some desks here for doing tickets and things like that. We don't really use it for that anymore. There is a couple of typing out for the guards and different things. If the guards are standing there and they want to type some stuff up, they can stay on duty at the same time. But our main check-in desk is coming up now on the left hand side. So on the right we've got a guard that looks over the top, like looks over towards this side, make sure no one's sneaking in, while the guard on here checking passes and paperwork. While he's doing that, the guard behind's constantly vigilant, make sure they're not trying to sneak anything in, or they're not trying to do anything shifty. So they've got the cuffs there in case someone's raiders trying to undercover come in. And then another little writing desk here at the back, some paperwork piled up on the floor, different things like that. And we have the crates there off to the left hand side. I do like how the crates turned out, but the settlement overall is looking really nice. We've got the armour shop there, and I like how that, you see, it goes away from you and higher as it gets up onto the wall, and that's what I kind of wanted to have all the way around. It worked out quite well there because I just did it with different layered steps. Obviously it's been a bit harder to do with the other side, so I think we have a little turn round in a minute. We've got the weapons work store here. Are we going to go straight down and go into the thing, or are we going to go around? We're going to go straight down. Now if we go down into this, obviously this was the original armory for the settlement, and this is more or less been left the same. They've got there's still the armory in here, so there's extra turrets, and it's all the stuff that was already here when we found the settlement. We didn't need it, so we've left it all in here in case we ever do, and we can come in here and do some work and that. So yeah, that's down here. So then as we go back outside, I can't remember now whether we're going to go take, we've got Sturgis shop here over this side. Now we'll remember we built this little area, seating area with a cooking stove. We did this in the 5th Let's Build, sorry. And in the last one we did this little structure here, which is a defensive tower. So we've got the pallets piled up and things like that. And then a guard up on the top watching this back end. As we know, this is a good place to infiltrate, as it is how we take the castle. or how I did anyway, how I chose to come in was through this side to beat the Milerks. So again, from this side, looking really nice, I think, right across the settlement. Really looks like the settlers have just rammed some little shanty town into the middle of the protective walls of the castle. We've got the tyres piled up there, and then we've got the small engine repair little sign on the side, and that's because that is Sturgis' house. Now, Sturgis has a big house in the sanctuary, and we'll see that when we do the sanctuary tour. But when he comes over to the castle, he's doing some work. Maybe he's going over and visiting the Atom Cats. He likes to work on his bike, and he likes to work on, tinker away on this little stuff in there. So he has a few things that he's been working on. And then while he's here, will sell and trade anything out of his little shop that's on the front. But as he's not here at the moment, he's over at Sanctuary. There isn't anyone manning that shop, so it's actually closed. So again, put all this stuff across the front, try and hide the fact that little bits looked like it was floating, but it didn't. It wasn't. It was just because obviously the floor was uneven. So we put the stuff in front of it and made it a bit more reinforced and structurally sound. And then this is inside the weapons and armour store. Got a little bit of armour on the shelf and on the boxes where he's got stuff packed up. Again, we don't really want to have much on shore, because if we do, guy there with his assault rifle. So we've got another guard here. The guard here, he's obviously the guy stood down there, but when he is on duty, he will stand up here and he will look over the top of the armoury there. And there's some boxes of storage, obviously, with the interior area being so full of stuff, they need to put the boxes and stuff wherever they can. So we've got some more boxes in here. This is a little living area. This guy hasn't quite got his chair. Maybe he's took it to work with him so he can have a sit down, I don't know. But he's got a bed there. I suppose he couldn't have, he was actually stood downstairs for that guard there. Oh well, so we'll move on up the wall and we come up into the top level here. We've got a little seating area, and hopefully we'll turn around and have a little pan round as well. We'll see. Yeah, so there we go. There's another structure in the corner there that I've built, but we'll get round to that. And that's it from this side. Sorry, it's a little bit jumpy. My frame rate is suffering because of how much I've built here, obviously. We've put all the chain link fences on top, farms on the top. We've junk decorated absolutely everything. But we will be getting round it soon. So we're about 8 minutes in now, and I think the first half is just over half an hour, and that's in the daylight tour. After that, I will be doing a nighttime tour. The nighttime tour will go straight on from this. It's a bit shorter. I move around a little bit faster. It's just to show like the different lighting effects and different things in different areas. So there's a little seating here for the garden. They've got the power armour there. And then another little place where they can come and stand on a nice day. They can come and sit out here in the sun and have something to eat, you know, because obviously they work here all the time. They need to be able to have some kind of relaxation. Got another guard up on the front here. Obviously this is our weakest wall, with only having the junk walls there. Remember, we built them in the last episode as well. And then they've got a little seating area here. It's more like a bay area, a bit of food area for the guards, and the guy also that's down onto the on the mortar turret there as well. So we're going back through. There's another little there's another little guard station down here. I forgot about this. This is actually on top, on the roof of the guy down below who's got his little house to guard there. So again, we'll have a little pan round here, and we can see all the different little areas. We've got a little living area there, and we go down onto the main street down there, and it works. I think it turns out really nice. It really does look like a little natural little town, and I'm really pleased with it. Again, ignore them big old stairs up in the top back corner there. So we head down here. We've got another little little hut here, which we've again stacked up all they've been building the wall here to protect people that are walking across this part of the wall. They've been building up that cinder block wall. Got a little power armor workstation here. Don't want to be getting shot in the back from the city side. Of course, someone could be in one of the windows with a sniper rifle. So they're trying to build up the wall a little bit higher on this side. And perfect.
Another day of
one of the settlers has glitched through the floor. Excellent for a tour. Jesus. No, well, we've got another little living area up here. This is more for the guards as well. A lot of the stuff are on the wall on this side of the walls for the guards, and they've got a nice seating area here. All again protected by the cinder blocks on the outside. Hey up, mate. My little boy's just arrived, so we might hear him having a little chat about things. Are we going to hear you having a little chat about things? So they've got some food and different things out here for when they come out on the night time and have a chill out with a game of cards or whatever. got some turrets looking over the front entrance. We'll have a little look down there now. So that was where we started with the junk walls and a little guard hut there. And another little eating area inside, in case the weather isn't good enough to sit outside. Because you're suffering with them red storms, I think you might want to be in somewhere a little bit more protected than this. We've got a little chemistry area here, no one's been using it recently, so it's pretty bare. Another little sitting area there. But obviously the people here, they have their, these places aren't used the most because they have the houses on either side. But someone has been working on the weapons there, so there's a few tools left out. And then here we've got a little seating area for this shack. So this shack again for this guard standing on here. Hello. And then we have this. We have their storage for the clothes and different things, and they have an alarm clock. It's on the floor because they can't fit it on the side, but it means they have to reach over. It means they'll actually get out of bed to turn it off rather than just hitting the snooze button, I suppose. So we head back down here again. And now this is another way back down into the settlement. We come around here, this little walkway. You can see across the top with the where the crane is there to go down onto the pier that we saw earlier on. Another little pan around the settlement. Every angle of this settlement I'm really happy with. I think it looks really nice. I'm really pleased with it. You guys will remember putting in these boxes in the last episode as well. So we come in here and they've been drinking a little bit here. They've got the coffee on the side. Another little guard station there, and then this guard lives down here. So here's the eating area. Again, more storage for his clothes and different things. And then the beds up there for the guards to sleep on. And that's all they really need, you know. They're quite comfortable, quite happy. They've got clean mattresses, which is a rarity. Especially in the Commonwealth, everything's a dirty mattress or a dirty sleeping bag. We built this little shack ridge going across the top of here. And then there's another little guard house over here with some seating and alarm clocks and everything. And then another little seating area down here. And it's nice to put the little seating areas everywhere. So now we're heading, if we look, there's the armour store there to get our bearings back again. And we've got some of the barrels and the crates and that stacked up, and another little guard station up here. And I actually haven't suffered with much pathing. I haven't had a really bad problem with pathing. The only person I've had a problem with pathing is that lassie was just stuck in the floor that we just saw in the settlement. So that's all. That's the only one I've suffered with. So we've got some more crates and that stacked up down there. The stairs are off on a slight angle as well. And that's because I snapped them. I snapped them to the things below and the things above, and I made them, obviously the different structures are actually on different angles. And it just a happy accident that it worked out, that they lined up. It was good. I like it when things like that happen. We've got another little shack bridge going across here, which goes across to where another person will sleep over here. Pretty basic, not many walls. Yeah, but do you like this one, dear? Do you like the open air? Got the dirty mattress in there though, mate. They cook on a barbecue. And then down here, this is more of a guards area again. So a lot of this is for the guards. We've got the power armor, Minutemen power armor being worked on there. Yeah, Minutemen power armor. They have a little area here they can come and play some games and chill out, and then the mates can sit up here and they have a few drinks. So they've got a good few chairs in here. But this is the main guard for the front door, looking over to the check-in desk on the other side where you get your paperwork checked. Just 2 seconds, guys. I'm just going to have a little quick. So, well, I'm back. Didn't mean to make anyone jump there. I made myself jump, I think. We've got the armour workbenches and the weapons workbench and everything. So we'll head up this side of the wall here. Past the little the shack that we just looked in that my little boy liked so much. Got another guard here, one of the 20 invisible mats that are actually at the castle. And then we'll go down the other side, obviously. Straight down the other side, we won't bother doing the top of the wall. We'll make it a back up there. We made this little storage area together. I think that was in the last build as well, where we filled that out. And then inside, I decided to break this up a little bit and I broke it up using the wooden walls. So I did use the concrete walls to do it, but I just don't have the concrete walls. So I decided I was going to do it with the wooden walls because I wanted it to not have a walkthrough right the way through, and I've used them actually to make rooms. So this is more of a clinic area. This is the biggest room. We've got a couple of seats in there for people. There's a little waiting area off to the side there. She's got all the chems and the chemistry workstation and everything behind her. And then there's the two smaller operation rooms off to the side here, and I really like how they've turned out. They've got the art on the walls, and I think they were really it turned out really nice inside this clinic. I actually wish I took a little bit more time looking around it, but we've got obviously the tour is going on forever. So we've got the and I only have up to an hour. So we've got the general store here. So he's got the stuff that he's selling up on the outside of the boxes piled up, but then inside the boxes he has his extra inventory and things like that. He just has one of each item on display. And then in here is where he's living. He likes to have a quick drink and that on the night time. His bed there, and his storage is more or less under the bed. You remember we actually put them in together as well. So we had him down. He's there ready to sell his wares. And we've got more crates piled up and barrels and all that. And then when we get around here, we've got another little seating area. People can have a drink, sit down, relax, take it easy. A couple of tables about and just stuff to clutter the area up and make it look like it's really lived in. So we've put a bit of junk decorating over there. But over here, are we going to go in here? Yes, we are. We've got the guard station there because the guard has to look over the radio. Obviously the radio needs to be protective. That's how we call in for extra troops, or we send warnings or job requests out or anything like that across the Minutemen radio. Obviously we all know how the Minutemen radio works by now, and he's got his bed here in the back, a bit of storage underneath, but he's always on that radio, so he just only stops to go to sleep, and he sleeps right next to the radio in case there's something to be put out.
This is Radio Freedom.
So that's there.
Nothing new to report.
And then we go around this way.
Minutemen alerts.
And in here we've done the little workbench area. So it's got all the workbenches, a couple of weapons, armour, power armour. There's stuff out on the sides where they've been working on everything. And this for the settlement is the main workstation area. So there's tools and bits of chems and different things stacked up everywhere. Magnifying glasses for when they've been using the chemistry workstations, making the chems up ready for giving out to the soldiers to help them in battle. And if we head up these stairs here, we've got a little guard station up here as well, another again with the weapon and Mr. Handy Fuel with the weapons workbench. And then we've got a few bits and pieces I've been using there, and there's a guard station there as well. And they will live over here. So over here we've got they've got a seating area, a desk for doing any admin or anything, or any reports that they need to be given out to the general. That'll all be done on that desk there. And then they have the seating area, and then a nice little patio area with a barbecue out here. A little patio area there as well. So yeah, and these people are pretty tidy. They keep pretty clean. The most of the stuff they've left out is because of the stuff they're working with at work. Yeah, da 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 da. So this though is one of the. It's like a little drug den in here. Some of the farmers and that, they come down here. They don't really have much. They have a couple of mattresses on the floor, but they have all the chems out ready. They've been drinking and doing chems, and they've got the funny, trippy, kind of scary paintings up on the wall. So we'll stick out of there. We'll get out of there. We've got a little clothing store here. There's a little seating area for her at the back when she's not serving it. She can go and sit back there, and they've got clothes piled up and the suitcases. And this guy's got his chirp on. He's found his voice. Is that right? Is that right, my mate? They'll have missed you in the last one because you weren't with us in the last one. So in here we've got a little seating area again, just to chill out. Got the lamp on the table for when they're playing the games on the night time. And the guard's got a bed there. And then the coffee station, keeping him alert for when he's doing his hours on them on the guard station. And obviously he's not here. I don't know where they are. They must be having a little wander to one of the other guard posts, having a little wander around. So we have put a couple of mannequins out here, just showing a few of the clothes that the clothes dealers selling there. And then we're back to the armour the armour shop here. So yeah, we'll go down past Sturge's house. Go down past Sturgis' house and this little seating area here, and we've got the bin, the tyres on the floor and all of that. So got a burning barrel behind this sofa, behind this bench here. And then right here we've got the we've got a little seating area, and this is kind of to go along with the bar, so people can come out, chill out, have a smoke, want to get away from the music. The music will be going on, the jukebox in there. They can come out here, chill out, have a conversation. There's a couple of barrels spotted about with some stools at them, and yeah, this is all bar area. But to get your drinks, you come right up into this back room where you can shoot some pool. This guy's glitched through a wall. You can shoot some pool, really forget about the outside world. Obviously you're inside, completely closed in, no windows, so you can just forget the outside world and the mayhem that's going on out there. Maybe come down here, have something to eat. This lady will serve you a drink, you know, and it's still a little bit messy from last night. She hasn't bothered tidying up. Even the game of pool hasn't been set back up yet. But there's places to sit all around in here, and I think that's turned out into a nice little bar there as well. So I'm really happy with that. I mean, we've got these walls, we've put all the new Coca-Cola little signs up there. Now, did I turn and go? I think I might have missed out the crate area, to be honest. We built in episode 3, I believe it was. We did, or 4, we did the crates over at the back end. Are we going to go up and have a look? We do have obviously the power station up there. Hopefully we will. Yeah, here we go. So I've put this little area, put a pallet on top, well, I put a board on top of the, made it into a little table with a tyre. I've got some storage in that one, and this guy's turned this storage container into his house. So he's got a little bit of storage there in the coffee area and his bed and everything. Again, more storage piled up out here. I presume he's taking it out of that crate there, so that he could... and here's the second little drug den. I've got a table in this one though, rather than the sofa. They've got some stuff, and these guys, again, just like you, it's another little commune within the settlement where a few people come on a night time and they all just get off the face together. That's their way of forgetting. Hey, they don't need no bar, they just want to get off the face on some chem. So we have another little look in that house there then as well. I thought we would have gone upstairs in here. We're going to turn around and go back upstairs. Yes we are. Let's do it. We've got the power armor workbench there. We're working again on another Minuteman with power armor. And the weapons workbench there. Another little seating area up here. If I tried to fill up these areas, obviously I'd built this. We built this like crazy, putting down a load of buildings and that. And then I had to try and work out what I was going to do with them all. So there's a lot of little living areas everywhere. And actually every bed uses 33 beds. I believe there's 33 beds, and there's actually 33 settlers in this settlement. So another little living area over there, and there's another little living area to the back here. They've got the fan, the desk, and a couple of pint glasses up on the side there where they've been having a drink. Again, nicely drink decorated, everything's not too messy, but not too clean either. We've got some boxes and that stacked up from where we've been doing the crops, ready to send to our settlements, piled up there. And then there's a little guard house for the guards here. So they've got the alarm clock and the fan, keep them cool. And we come up here. There's a little guard station here looking out down towards the town. Make sure there's absolutely no one coming up here. We've got some cigarettes and that on the table. And again out here I put a little guard station. So we've got a turret up on the wall. We've got some workstations that they might need. They've got some tools out. We've got started using these chain link fences to break stuff off. Obviously I don't want the farmers coming over here. This is for the actual Minutemen that are protecting the settlement. We hop over the wall there, and from this side, instead of going all the way around, this was where we came through. We had the barrels stacked up, and this is now the farm area. So what we've got is we've got some razor grain, and they're growing all the different types of up here. And they've got the more storage here where they're stacking and they're filling up these boxes, ready to get sent off to the other settlements that they might need, or whether to go down to the restaurants or whatever, so they can carry it down in the crates. They've got a little seating area here for having the break, and a lovely pan across this. It would have actually been a little bit better off that guard post, so hopefully we go and have a little look from there as well. But I can't remember, again, I recorded these quite a while ago. So we've got some more boxes stacked up around the side. Got some different things, so I'll just jump over. Got some crates and barrels and all that sort of good stuff. We're happy with that. We come down here, and where the chain link fence is broken, that's fine by us because that's our little pass through. And we have the farmers working. This is the little farmer's house. So they've got a desk keeping admin. They can keep an eye on what crops they're producing and what we have in stock and different things like that. The guard is out there for some reason. I have no idea why. Oh, there's a guard mat, and when I've loaded in, they've loaded onto that guard mat, haven't they? That's a shame. They're stuck out there forever. They must have climbed out that window. There's no glasses there. Must have climbed out that window. So then there's a little seating area up here, and all the farmers live over here. Great. So we've got more crops again. We're using any bit of real estate we can. We've got the corn and the mute fruit and the corn and the mute fruit and everything, and we've got boxes and barrels all piled up. And this is our communication centre. So we've got all the computers in the background there, and we've got to manage to get all them working again to recruit people. Hence why we've got 33 settlers here rather than everywhere else. And then we, so yeah, it's all in there. Then we've got some crates that they've brought up on the crane. And then that's a look down onto that pier, and I really like how that looks from the top as well. I think it looks really nice with the two different cranes on the end, pointing in different directions if they've actually been moved. So round there we've got more planting area going right up to that little guard's house on the side. Farmers will come round here and lose everything. Nice little pan round here with the flag moving in the background. This guy's obviously trying to talk to me, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry. I can't. I'm doing it with the sound off so it doesn't distract me from what I'm talking about. And then that was a little power area. Now if we come down here, we've got a little seating area from the power area, and that has they have a bottle of wine up on the table there. And then we come around here and they've got some storage and boxes and things. Still trying to make these hallways look a little bit better. And then there's another little living area here. A few extra beds. They've all been sitting having the breakfast and the dinner or whatever on the table and that. There's a few little piles of paperwork and different things. And another little storage area in here. They've got some stuff that they've had out and they've been using up on the top. And then we've got a little weapons workstation area. The cow's head up on the wall. And then I left that how it was when we first got here and all the stuff if anyone needs it. Now this is my desk. Not my desk, but this is my guard's desk, and whenever I'm in the camp there'll be a guard situated there, and this is all the storage of my different things that I might need when I'm going out. My companion then is able to use this room, and they've got a few drinks up on the side and the stuff that they'll need. And then this is my room, and if anyone's coming in they have to check in at that front desk and they come down here and they can have a meeting with me on the main table. And this is also my main quarters as well. So I have some of my personal stuff out on the side, and I have some boxes on the floor for storage, and dog meat's balls on the floor because he sleeps on the rug at the end of my bed. And that's it. Yeah, that's my got some books and that I've been using. So that's my quarters. This will be my companion's quarters, and that'll be my little guard's office, making sure that no one's coming down while I'm sleeping, watching and protecting over me. So I think now we should have a little wander upstairs. We're having another little look around here. We've making sure we've seen everything.
Stay safe.
So we're going to have a little move round.
Tuned here for updates.
And I think that is everything. I think we've been through everything. So we'll go on up here, and we'll go on up the steps, and we'll have a pan of the whole settlement from up above, and get an overlook of what the whole settlement looks as a whole now. And if you have recently watched my last episode, or the episode before, we did a pan right the way around of what we had at that point. And all the little extra things like the junk fences, and the chain link fences and the barrels and everything that I've added in with all the junk decorating, I think really, really changes the look. So there it is. That's the settlement that we created. The building took us about just under 4 hours, and the decorating took me just under 5 with all the junk decorating and everything that I've done in the settlement. And that was including all the extra bits that I've added on the outside. So we're looking at a 9-hour build, and now we'll fast forward to the night time. And here we are at the night time, so it looks really good in the night as well. Got it all lit up. That won't have helped my frame rates because I have used a lot of lighting within this settlement. But I think it's turned out really nice. It looks really good. I don't know whether I was a little bit far away on this pan and things are not quite loaded in as well. But as we start to move down, you can definitely see I kind of move faster and slower at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. I move 2 places faster and try to pan slower because it's very jumpy. So I'm sorry for that. But I hope you enjoy it. Let's have a little look around on the night time. We're going to have a little turn around in a second. We'll have a little look down that pier as well. Because I haven't put any main lights down there. I've just put a couple of like oil lamps down there. They don't give the ambient glow out that I see a lot of people getting on them, and I don't know whether that's because you got them out of DLC and I got them out of USO, or whether you have the DLC and the USO gets affected by whether or not I have the DLC. I just don't know. So we've got a main light here in the computer room. A bit of a slow pan, got the mini nuke in case they need it. Got the map for planning out what they're going to be doing across the Commonwealth obviously in here. For most of this nighttime part of the tour I'm going to stay quite silent because I've obviously talked us all the way around it so far. So I'll just let you enjoy it, and if I've got anything else to say during the nighttime tour here, I will chirp up. I really like how the contrast from the inside to outside, the farm area and that, how it has a glow of light across it. When you come inside, the rooms are quite bright. You would be able to use the room as a room on a night time. You would be able to write up and play your games or whatever you're doing on an evening in here. You'd be able to do it with the light that you've got. It's not like you'd be struggling for light. So I quite like them contrasts going from the outside where the farm area is, even looking from the outside to the inside to the outside. You're about ready for bed. Sorry, we're about out of here now. 1 sec. We'll be out of here in 2 seconds. We'll head our way down there now. Good night, mate. Dog meat just floating around there. We'll pretend we didn't see that. So we'll head down here. And the guard can go down the left hand side there around the front. And again, this little farm area, obviously they're not working on night time that much, so I left it quite dark. They have got the gates out here, but they've since been buried in mud, so they're stuck open. But the guard will stand here and look over the settlement, and on a night time make sure there's no rowdiness and craziness going on. And yeah, I think it's
Lost track of how many blisters.
I really like the look of it, especially with some people walking around and that as well. 33 settlers we've ended up with over here. Thanks to XL, I think it's XL Daddy up a suit and a battered trilby, maybe? It's the one that gives you 1 charisma, I'm not sure. But you get a few things. Little boxed area here. And then we have down here we have the little seating area, all quite a little lit up again. But the outside of the buildings don't have much light, and the insides are really bright, so the light shines through all the cracks and the breaks in the wood, and it works out quite well. Sorry about that, guys. So we'll head further around here and we'll go down into a little farmer living area that's built on top of the crates. Got more of a farm area around here.
This is Radio Freedom. It is 4 a.m.
So we head down past the
Nothing to report
past
at
the
the moment.
boxes up
Stay
here on
tuned
the
for
top of the
updates.
crates. We're heading down in the little crate living area that's built on top of the container boxes, should I say. Move around here, we've got the little guardhouse. Quite nicely lit up with that fan light on the roof. And then we come round here and we have the guard station looking over towards the Commonwealth. Around here is just the rest of the guard area. And again, we've done it so it's quite dark up at the guard. It's quite dark up on the top of the guard tower, in hope that if someone was coming up, the guard up on the top of that guard tower might not be noticed, because it's so dark up there. And the light of this guard station without a guard actually in it will give the illusion that the place isn't guarded, make them a little bit more sloppy, make this guy be able to spot them faster. Maybe put a warning out before they even know we know they're there. Make them less sneaky.
Huh?
Trick them into being less sneaky. So we have this guard station lit up, unmanned on a night time, and anyone coming up there will think, wow, well, look, the guard station's empty, and the other guard stations are dark. That was a good idea, it was an idea I had in there anyway. Well, we're going to pretend that because the guard's not on the station. If the guard was on the station, it might be a little bit of a different story, shall we say. So we head down here, got another little living area. And this is quite dark and dingy, this one. They haven't got the electricity up here yet. Quite a nice little house in the daytime, but on the night time it's good for sleeping. Let's say they got the lights off, they're in bed. Wish I'd noticed that before I said there wasn't any lights in there. So we head down here, we got that little desk area and another little living area there. There's little seats, come and chill out. No one's here today. But they've left the fan on, that's fine. I have to look down onto the front entrance there, just down the street. Nice little view if you were doing some work at that desk. See who's coming and going from the settlement. And then another nice living area up on this side here, with the bed in there and everything. They have a nice clean mattresses as well.
It's 5 a.m. This is Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen.
Go on down.
Nothing new to report. Keep it tuned here for Minutemen
That's a little
alerts.
seating area here. They've got some oil lamps and that on the crates. Just have a little look on them and lights up the dark corners. It's a little bit spooky when you walk around here on the night in the skies. I like how the light glows so bright on these crates. And then this is a little cracked in, quite dark, quite dingy. They just come up here and do the chems, and this lady's obviously passed out. Had a few too many in her little days there on the mattress. Her day's work's over, so she comes here and gets herself out of the Commonwealth for a little while, even if it's just in her mind. That little storage area there. Now with this little guard tower, I've just lit it up at the bottom. Top's quite dark, doesn't give him away as much. And then around here we've got the little seating area, and Sturgis has been kind enough to put a little light on the outside above there, so anyone sitting out there on the night time can be lit up as well. The wires running absolutely everywhere. Sturgis lights are on, but I know he's not here, so someone must have been in there. We'll have to do a little investigation into that, because his stuff should not be getting touched if he's not here. Use one of the originals. He's got to be respected at the end of the day. That's inside the armour and the weapon shop there. Come back around and have a little look inside it. Now we're going to have a little look in Sturge's room. Make sure nothing's gone missing. A little slow look around, make sure that we remember everything from our daytime tour. Maybe he knows that I left the light on, but it's worth a little investigate anyway. Dog meat nicely in the way there. There's his light set up here as well for the for when he's working on his bike. Wants to get that working so he can start travelling over and seeing the atom cats.
All day, all across the Commonwealth. Nothing to report. Out there everywhere.
So we'll head down here, we're down into the bar. Now again, this is quite well lit. They can come down here, they can have the smokes, they can chill out, they can relax. They can take it easy. The electricity's going out to the water there if anything goes on. They can shoot out that window if they need to. But both sides are protected. They've got a little junk wall up on that side as well, stopping anyone getting round, same as on the other. And then in here's the bar. Just the one light up on the roof, that's all they need. They just want to have a few drinks, listen to a bit of music, have a good conversation, chill out, relax. I'm just standing on them guard posts or digging in that soil all day. It's nice to be able to just chill out a little bit and relax and take it easy. So we head over here. This guy will still be working on that radio, because to tell you what, he is not bored. You cannot call that guy born idle. He does not stop. He does not stop, and I don't know whether he's doing it to try and impress the general, trying to impress myself, but the guy, whenever I'm here, does not stop. And you know what? Hats off to him. Fair play. Trying to sort everything out for us, make sure we're all in the know. Cannot complain at that guy at all. So we head round here. We've got the shop that's obviously closed for the clothing.
Good morning,
And this is the look up into the entrance. And the little desk area over here again. A little lit up at the back. Ones have got a little bit of light, they're happy. Got the boxes and the barrels everywhere. And we might be starting to get a little storm coming in here actually. Jump over again in here, we've got the guard station. No, because obviously we've been around it already and we've looked around all this, I didn't want to go and leave it for too long. Mavia's going around, they're taking absolutely ages for us to go around the second time. But we'll do a nice little pan around here. Have a little look how it all turned out. And do you know what, I'm really happy with this settlement. Again, what, 9 hours did we say on this settlement that I've spent on this settlement altogether, including all the junk decorating, the extra little bits I've done outside, the wall across the front and all that sort of stuff. And I'm really happy with it. It's a huge settlement, 33 people. I just can't complain at it. I'm really happy with it, and I'm glad I'm finally getting it out to show you as well. I've been looking forward to showing this one for that long. Now that it's getting bordering on ridiculous, to be quite honest. As we've been trying to get through, I've been trying to find the time to record all the Let's Plays, the Let's Builds. Do all the Let's Builds and record over this. I've obviously done all the Let's Builds, but then try and record over the top of them. Finding the time to sit down for an hour and actually talk. Sit down in this one, use little chemistry area as the settlement becomes more popular. I'm sure we'll need to come and use this stuff up here. Up here into this little guard hut. Also the nurse lives up here as well. We head on down again with the oil lamps up on the crates and everything. Do you remember when we did that? I already said that on the daytime tour, but yeah, we did that in the last one. The guards over here in case anyone tries to sneak through on a night time while no one's manning the gate. Manning the desk. Downstairs, they have the guard up here. Another farmer just standing around. This lady's about to go to bed even as well. We'll have a last little look in this, obviously the power arm with the light and that there. And then we'll have a little look in this little living area here as well. This is where the guard is on the front door. So yeah, again, I'm really happy with this settlement. I think it's turned out really nice. here. Do what we did last time and head straight back down again. We'll hop over there to save a little bit of time. We'll have a little look through this house. Again, this guy's the guy that's really tidy. He likes everything in the drawers, in the space where it's meant to go. Nothing out, nice and plain and simple. Must be a nightmare for him living in a wooden shack. Well, oh well, he's on guard duty and he's got his stuff out here where he's been working. And one of his weapons, I presume. The shack bridge there. And this is this little chemist den. Only a little bit of light in here again. With the crazy pictures up on the walls. And they just get off the face and look at the pictures and laugh. And they thought it was funny. They found that hazardous material sign. They stuck it on the outside of the door. And they're taking chems in there. And they thought that was funny. You'll hear them all chuckling about it all the time. Oh, do you remember when we put the hazardous material sign on the front door? Yeah, really funny. At the general stall there, that's the general store, even, not the general store. And in here we've got the clinic, quite well lit up. Want if they're going to be, if they're going to be doing surgery and that here. Well, they're quite nicely lit. And then across the other side, the light's turned off in here because they're not using it at the moment. A little light glowing through from the other side, from over, I believe it's my side of the. On the other side of that wall. So we'll head down, we'll have a little look in there as well. So in here we've got this first area again. I left this the same, it's a little chem station area, a few bits and pieces. And then there's my guard area here, where I have some of my stuff stored up, and there's my companion room. There's with the coffee and a few bits and pieces out. And then my room here. And you better be clean there, you better not be sleeping in my bed. Because, oh, hell will break loose. Yeah, you act like you're not doing anything. I know you're not meant to be in here, so I've got my eyes on you. So we'll head down, we'll go straight down here, and I'll be back to have a word with them when this tour is over. Everything inside the actual castle already had lights up and everything, so I left them lights. The Minutemen took the time to put them in the first place, so it worked out quite well for us. The rooms are all alright, quite nicely lit up. So that all got left. It's alright because the sides get a little bit darker. The inside has obviously the table and that there. We'll head round here. Got the big Minutemen sign sprayed onto the floor. Some more pictures and everything there. And then back up, and this is the power station. We are starting to get daylight again now, so we won't get another pan on the night time, but we'll get it in a little bit of stormy weather. We'll look down there as we go up, because this is the nice little pier that I made. I'm trying to go dead slowly so I don't fall off this. We get to the top and we'll have a little pan around. I was trying to have a little look over the edge there, but that's not going to work. So we'll have a little pan round. This is what we came up with. 9 hours. I'm really happy with it. Leave in the comments below what you think. But if you do like, please hit that like button. It really helps me out a lot. It really makes me feel good. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe. I've got loads of stuff on the channel, and I've got new videos coming out every day. So hopefully I'll see you in the next one, guys. Thank you for watching. Have a good time. Bye bye.